So in the spirit of good cop, bad cop, I'm going to play the role of bad cop when talking about this 2022 Toyota Tacoma, which comes in 6 trim levels. Now, to be fair, I've done a video already about what's new with this midsize pickup truck this year. You can find a link to that video in the description below this one. So today, it's all about tearing a new one. Let's get dirty. Let's get nasty. Let's rip this one apart. All right, first off, let's talk about how heavy this hood is. Jiminy Christmas. The powertrain. So you got 2 engine options. You've got the 159 horsepower, 2.7 liter 4-cylinder with 180 pound-feet of peak torque, 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy, just 20 miles per gallon city, 23 on the highway. Here we have the optional V6. Now, that first engine, not very good at all. Again, I'm playing bad cop here. The second engine, a little bit better, but could be better. So we got a V6 here, 278 horsepower, 3.5 liter. This made it to a 6-speed manual or a 6-speed automatic transmission. Now, the V6 equipped Tacoma earns, they say earning, 19 city, 24 on the highway. Is that very good? No, it could be better. With the 4-wheel drive, expect those numbers to drop by 1 mile per gallon or so. And come on, Toyota, make these hoods a little bit lighter. You'll save on weight overall as well. Here's something that Mr. Bad Cop, me, has something to say about, and that's the payload and towing capacity. So this, okay, soft opening, I'll take that. You got a plus on that one. I don't mean to be positive. This is all about being negative. Payload capacity in the 4-cylinder, just over 1,600 pounds, almost 17. But with the V6, you'd think it'd be more, or at least I would think it would be more, but it's actually less, just over 1,500 pounds of payload capacity. And when it comes to towing, in the 4-cylinder, 3,500 pounds. With the V6 and their tow package, you can increase that to 6,800 pounds. But I'm not liking it. I want more. I want a lot more. Again, this is a midsize pickup truck. And I think the bed is unimpressive as well. You do have some hooks there, and you got some LED lights. You got one power source right here, but other than that, I don't know, not very exciting. I'm not happy. Now, I'm trying not to be nice, but I have to point out how awesome this TRD package is. Here's what's included. 16-inch TRD black alloy wheels, Toyota front grille hood scoop graphics, TRD tuned Fox 2.5 internal bypass shocks with rear remote reservoirs, rigid industry LED fog lights, TRD front skid plate, TRD Pro shift knob and floor mats, as well as a TRD Pro bed stamp. All right, back to Mr. Bad Cop. These tires, as cool as they are, and in fact the whole package is pretty badass, it's not as smooth on the roadway as you might find with something like the Ford Ranger, which seems to be more of a commuter truck, whereas this one is equipped to do something more off-road, and it's off-road ready. Rear-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive, depending on which trim level you get with. But let's talk about the Ford Ranger versus this one here. Ford Ranger, you can drive comfortably around town and maybe do a little off-roading, depends on how you have that set up. With this one, it's pretty stiff, and driving around town, you feel all the bumps. So I'm gonna go bad cop on its ride and handling. Here's something easy to be critical about, and that's the backseat legroom and headroom. Yes, mid-size pickup truck, I get it. But look at this. I'm 5'11". This is my position as a driver up front, so this is me sitting behind myself, not too comfortable. Yes, they do have an indent in the back of the seat, a slight indent, but still, I'm not gonna wanna go on any long trips that are 45 minutes or longer in the back of this truck. So yeah, if you wanna go to a work site, that's probably gonna be fine, but it's not very comfortable. Not to say that other mid-size pickup trucks are more comfortable per se, but in general, not a comfortable place to be in the back seat and headroom. There is an indent in the roof line, but again, I'm 5'11". If I'm a 6'2" gentleman, that's not gonna work for me. So there you go, back seat, not great. This, my friends, is the top of the line TRD Pro. Top of the line, and yet 8-inch touchscreen, 8-inch. The graphics are weak sauce. In here is just plastics. There's nothing special about the interior of this. Again, top of the line. Looking at 48 grand. And this is what you get. Come on, folks. So real basic climate controls, heated seats, no ventilated seats. Start it up. Annoying little beep. 8-inch touchscreen. Come on, man, you're killing me. And the instrument cluster, you know, it's got a little bit of digital, a little bit of analog, but more analog than digital. We're in 2022. This has got to change moving forward if you want to be a contender in the midsize pickup truck market. I will give it this. It does have a wireless charging pad down there to charge your compatible smartphones. That's decent. And one USB port if you want to have a different device charged up. But that's about it. Time for you to chime in the comments section below when it comes to key rivals with the Tacoma. There are about 5 of them here. We got the Ford Ranger, which was out of commission for a while and only came back a few years ago. You've got the newly redesigned Nissan Frontier, not a bad choice. You got the twins, the Chevrolet Colorado and GMC Canyon, and then you have, last but not least, let's go with the Jeep Gladiator. Out of that group, which one do you think, ranking first to last, are the best midsize pickup trucks? And where does this stack up? I'm thinking this stacks up middle to bottom. And just in case you're too lazy to go watch the video and find out what's new on the 2022 Toyota Tacoma, I'll tell you right now. First of all, revised suspension setups for the Tacoma Trail Edition and the TRD Pro models, resulting in higher ride heights for both those trucks. The Trail Edition sits 1.1 inch higher in the front, while the TRD Pro, which we have, sits 1.5 inches higher up front. Both sit 0.5 inches higher in the back, which I'm sure you won't even notice. The TRD Pro also features new black TRD wheels, Goodyear Territory tires, which actually look pretty good, and a new bright green exterior color, which is going to be a turnoff for a lot of you, I'm sure. The Trail Edition adds lunar rock to its exterior palette, along with bronze wheels that match bronze lettering in the grille. Again, that's for the Trail Edition. That's going to wrap up this edition of Good Cop, Bad Cop with me, Dave, playing the role of Bad Cop. On a positive note, I know it kind of throws off my whole plan here, but on a positive note, this starts under 30 grand, goes up to 48 grand, 6 trim levels, 2 cab styles, 2 wheelbase options. You got the rear wheel drive, 4-wheel drive. There are a lot of positives to this. It's not the smoothest ride. It's kind of a rough ride inside, in fact, but there are positives to it. And on another note, which I mentioned in my previous video, sales of the Tacoma are actually lower than expected compared to previous years. They've been selling between 230 and 250,000 Tacomas every year in the US the last 4 or 5 years, but so far this year they are below those projections. So not sure if people are going toward SUVs, sedans, hybrids, probably more likely the SUV category, but for some reason Tacoma is lagging in their sales compared to previous years. Not sure why, but those are some of the numbers. Anyhow, thanks so much for watching this video of the 2022 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro. I'm Dave Erickson. Thanks for watching. Adios. One final note, if you are in the market for a new vehicle soon, great. Connect with your local dealership and price and test drive at least 3 different vehicles. A vehicle's strengths and weaknesses can only be discovered when you are behind the wheel. My reviews can be good, but you need to test drive these yourself. Visit quotes.everymandriver.com, select the make, model, and your zip code, and you'll get invoice pricing in your area on those vehicles. Shop smarter with price quotes at quotes.everymandriver.com.
Thanks for watching. Please click subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time.